Northwest Arkansas Crisis Stabilization Unit is staying open thanks to the help of federal grant money. It's open 24/7, treating people in a mental health crisis, serves an alternative to hospitals or jails. 5 News reporter Rachel Williams has the details on the new improvement plan.
The Northwest Arkansas Crisis Stabilization just reopened in 2022 under a new partnership with UAMS after being closed for a year.
The funding was cut from about $90,000 a month down to $60,000 a month. So we received a third cut. And what we were facing as a county is we just cannot absorb that cost as a county. And so unfortunately, the result was going to be that the CSU might have to shut down.
Last week, Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders approved extra money for an improvement plan for the stabilization unit in Fayetteville. Washington County Judge Patrick Deacon says this is an asset for the community.
Now we've had that funding restored with the implication from the governor that we need to really make sure that these tax dollars are being used to their highest and best use. I think those discussions were very healthy. I think we had the opportunity to look very objectively at ourselves along with the other CSUs around the state.
If the crisis stabilization units did not exist, we would likely see an increase in individuals seeking care at emergency departments, which is an unnecessary place for somebody in the middle of a psychiatric crisis.
Kristen McAllister is a director of the Crisis Stabilization Unit. She says it's for people who are experiencing a behavioral or mental health crisis. Across the state, there are CSUs in Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Jonesboro, and Little Rock.
We're really ingrained in our community and really have the opportunity to assist individuals on a very individualized basis to make sure that they're receiving the care that they need, as well as bridge those gaps for behavioral health and substance use services.
Deacon says the county has to improve numbers with admissions and referrals to utilize the mental health resources. But with the new contract, the Department of Human Services will fund the unit for 9 months.
And we're committed to that. I'm committed to that in the judge's office. Our counterparts at UAMS have also dedicated themselves to that to make this much more usable, much more utilized over the next several months, so that when we get to this period next year, there's no question what an asset this is. The funding won't be questioned.
In Washington County, covering news where you live, Rachel Williams, 5 News.
By the way, if you know somebody in a crisis or if you want to make a referral, call the number at the bottom of your screen. It is 479-332-0800.